Oopsie. I like that. I like any comment that basically says I made your day a little bit better. I firmly believe that laughter is a fantastic gift. I used to not be very funny at all. I used to not have any sort of sense of humor whatsoever. And I actually, kind of like my voice actually, this is almost a mirror story. I always, when I grew up, I loved the class clown. I loved that kid who can make people laugh. And I was not one of them. I was a very shy, quiet little kid, if you can believe it, up until high school. And I did not have a sense of humor. All my jokes sucked. They were very dry. They were very, yeah. And I actually had to work at it. I actually trained my sense of humor like I trained my voice. And yes, that's not... I mean, people who think a sense of humor is just a natural thing, not so much. It's not. You can train yourself to be funny. Now, how do you do that? That's a tough question. I don't really know. I don't really know how I did it. I just kept trying and trying. I think a lot of it too was the friends I hung out with. I had some friends who were very, very funny, and I think just spending time with them helped. But basically, I trained my sense of humor like I trained my voice. And I'm not saying I'm the funniest guy in the world. I'm really not. But I can make a joke or two. I can make people laugh sometimes. And I think that is fantastic. I think honestly that's one of the best talents in the world to have, because to me, and I'm gonna get all deep here, but laughter is such an amazing thing, because no matter how bad your day is, no matter what you're going through, no matter how bad everything gets, if you can make someone laugh, if for that second in time while they're laughing, everything's okay, everything's fine, everything is happy, and it doesn't matter how bad it is. If you can get them to laugh, it will always help. No one in this world hates to laugh. Unless they have like a punctured lung or something, and then it hurts. It's like, don't make me laugh, please! So I honestly, I do think that that's one of the best gifts in the world that you could ever have. And the fact that I can make people laugh and smile on a daily basis with my Let's Play videos fills me with a sense of accomplishment greater than you could possibly imagine. Yeah, so that's enough of me being sappy. But that's one of the reasons why I love Let's Playing so much. I really do. I love making you guys laugh and making you guys smile and giving you guys a good time. And the idea that you could have had a hard day at work, hard day at school, whatever it is, you just came home and you're in a bad mood, and then you leave a comment saying, you know what, I was in a really bad mood, and then I watched this and you made me laugh so hard. I almost would tear up, honestly. I'm not going to be a girl about it or anything, but yeah, that's like one of the best compliments I think anyone could get. I mean, really, how much greater of a compliment can you get than, you know what, you made my day a little bit better, thank you. So, I have to say that's the best kind. And then funny comments, too. Funny comments. I love the, I don't know, every once in a while someone will just come up with a really funny one-liner from something in the video, and it will just make my day. It's just hilarious. I love those. But, please, everyone, if you're going to leave a comment about something in my video, put a timestamp in there. Say, you know, at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I laughed so hard, or something like that. Because a lot of times you guys will leave a comment and you'll be like, oh my god, that was so funny. And I'm like, what? What was funny? This was posted 3 months ago. It's 15 minutes long. Unless it's a 15-minute joke, you're going to have to be a bit more specific than that. Thank you, though. So, and honestly, comments in general. I love conversing with you guys. A lot of people always say, you know, it's amazing that you respond to so many comments and all that stuff. And it's because that's what I love to do. That's why I make these. It's not really a chore. It's not like I get home and go, oh my god, there's comments, I gotta answer them. No, it's always has been and always will be. Oh my god, there's so many comments. Yes, let's go talk to them. And that's why I respond to so many of them, because that's the whole point of these, is to share the experience with you. So, yeah. Alright, so, that was one question. And the next question is from TrueFad. No! The next question from TrueFan is, and of course again paraphrasing, he said, you know, something about he knows I don't have, hey, I leveled up again. He says I know I don't have a PlayStation 3 to do 78. 2 more levels to go, folks. 2 more levels to go. A PlayStation 3 to do Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Oh, good. I'll take that. But if there was a PlayStation 2 Naruto, would I let's play that? Of course, there's tons of them, but I mean, if there's one I would enjoy. And the truth is, to my knowledge, there isn't. There's not one that's good enough, honestly, to be worth my time. Most of the PlayStation 2 Narutos are worth a giggle, but not much more than that. Definitely not worth Let's Playing. Sad, but true. Really, in my opinion, until Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 came out, I hadn't seen a really good Naruto game. The Uzumaki Chronicles were kind of fun, I guess, but yeah, the story sucked horribly. Most of them are just fighting games, obviously, for obvious reasons. And fighting games are fun. I mean, I'm not saying they weren't fun to play, even though the PlayStation 2 ones weren't that great. I like the Wii ones. Those were pretty good. But they're not really fun to Let's Play. And he said, what about a like a Naruto League, like Dragon Ball Z League? And the problem with that is, no, it wouldn't really work. I've said this before, but the main reason why Dragon Ball Z League, in my opinion, works so well is because of the game. It's just the way the game is designed, the fact that you can do computer on computer, team-based, and it just looks so amazing. Because if I tried to do that with, say, Mortal Kombat, it wouldn't work. If it was just a 2D back-and-forth fighting game, or like Tekken, yeah, it just wouldn't work. The matches are too short. There's not enough sense of epicness. I mean, let's face it, some of the fights in Dragon Ball Z League are just nothing short of epic battles. And none of the Naruto games really have that sense. Ultimate Storm kind of gets close because you can have companions, but they don't come out and fight. They just come out and do like a little move and that's it. And the fights again are too short. If they could have like team battles in large arenas and all that stuff, maybe, but the truth is I just don't think it would work that well. So the only other thing I considered having a league like Dragon Ball Z League would be a wrestling game, because, and a lot of people like wrestling, really? No, hear me out. It would work because wrestling games have that same type of scale. You know, matches that can last 10 minutes long and really go back and forth, and you don't know who's going to win, and it doesn't take 30 seconds to beat an opponent, and the computer versus computer is actually entertaining to watch. And I did a long time ago, back when I worked at a game store, I made a crap load of Marvel characters, like really good looking Marvel characters in Create a Wrestler. I mean, they were good enough that people thought it was some code that I used to unlock these characters. And I put a lot of time and effort into it. And I considered once maybe doing like a Marvel versus DC league. But that'd be a lot of time and effort. And Dragon Ball Z League takes up enough time as it is. And I don't think I could run 2 of them. And besides, Frontside Respawn is already doing something very, very similar to that. Which I suggest you go check out his page. I don't have the URL with me, but I did an update about him. Check out one of my update videos. The URL's there. Or just type Frontside Respawn. But yeah, he has several video game characters and is doing kind of like what I'm doing with Dragon Ball Z League. I plan on eventually, and Frontside if you're watching this, eventually doing some... Why can't I get that? Alright, well, whatever. some co-commentary with you. I promise. I promise. Eventually. But, yeah. So the short answer is no, I don't think it would work with any of the Naruto games. In fact, I think Tenkaichi 3 is one of the only games in the world it would work with, which is why it was such a perfect fit. So, yeah. If someone else does create a league or tries to start a league like that with some other game, let me know. I'll take a look at it, and if it's fun, I'll support it. I won't like be commentating on all that stuff. I'm way too busy. But what I'm saying is, Dragon Ball Z League is really fun, and if someone else can start another league like that, but the problem is with what? With what game out there would it work as well as it does with Dragon Ball Z League? How you can't? I mean, it's just everything fits. You have 108 some odd characters, which you would need a game with enormous amount of characters in order to make the teams. You need a game that can have team combat, because one-on-one, unless it's a wrestling game, just isn't that exciting. You need a team. You need a game where the matches last longer than 30 seconds. And you need a game that's iconic enough that people can get behind it. You know, like people go to Dragon Ball Z League and they see Team Namek, and they can get behind that because it's got some of their favorite characters, or Team Android, you know? What other game would work like that? I just can't think of one. So, you know. Alright, that's it. That's it for the grinding requests for Kingdom Hearts, folks. I was trying to stretch that out as long as I could because I only had 2 questions. So, what now? What now? What now? I guess on to history, huh? Oh, history. Love of my life. Yes, give me strength. Unless there's any other questions people have the itching, burning sensation they want to hear about. I don't know. Trying to think if there's any questions I commonly get that I could answer. Eh? Oh, is that clock, I'm sure. How much till I level up again? Only 6,000 points. Yes, yes. That was a question I get a lot that I need to answer. Or a question that you guys might be interested in knowing. I don't know. Let me think for a second. Give me a moment to roll it around in my noggin. Yes, yes. Ah! I don't know. Oh gosh. Haha, you missed, punk. Take that. Oh man, there is a question I get a lot. People want me to describe my the series of books in my head. The thing, basically, the inspiration for Jack. People used to ask why I named the combat drone Jack, and I gave a really short answer that when I was a little kid, I had come up with a story. And in this story, there was something that was pretty much exactly like what Jack was, and I named him Jack. And the combat drone in Mass Effect 2 looked just like what I had pictured in my head. And they're like, okay, so I got all the high potions I can. And they were like, so why did you name him Jack? And I was like, well, because, you know, the character in the story in my head that looked just like that was named Jack, and I just couldn't help it. And I've been getting a lot, the past couple weeks especially, I've been getting a lot of requests to talk about that. And I don't know if I want to. Because that's something that I'm very shy about. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things like everyone's got a story, their book they want to write. Everyone's got a story in their head, and everyone's got a, you know, thing they want to do. And I feel like I'd just be adding to it. Do. Yes, give me strength. I have several stories in my head. I've always wanted to be a writer, but I don't have the dedication. Honestly, writing a book is extremely hard work.